Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Sagittarius may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what your no contact ex may have left unsaid. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, learning more about my affordable tier 1 or tier 2 memberships on my Patreon platform, or if you're just interested in purchasing the drops on my Patreon shop, then take a look down below in the description box. All my links are there. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. And if you know people in your social circle who you feel may benefit from these channeled messages, then feel free to share my YouTube channel link with them. Remember to turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new content or when I go live on my live stream, you are the first to know, especially during those live streams where I do subscriber only events. All right. So let's take a look here, Sagittarius. What may have been left unsaid by your no contact ex, whether this was a separation, breakup, or divorce. Let's see. We have here madness, energy release. Okay. It's interesting. It's like an energy release. You know what this reminds me of? Ivy. Like, yeah, like Ivy. I'm feeling here for this no contact ex that um they may have repressed unhealthy emotions. It's coming across as emotions. Um Such as like maybe they have repressed anger. They may have been the type of person who may have taken things to heart. I'm getting like a defensive personality sometimes. I'm getting more like anger management situations here or defensiveness is what is coming across as well. I'm also getting jealousy here. This person could have been a little bit more on the possessive side. And I feel that this person, whatever unhealthy or how can I explain this energy that I'm feeling? Something that may have looked as negative, right? Okay, for example, let's just give you an example here. Let's say they were jealous, right? Because I did get that emotion of jealousy here, or anger management issues, right? All right, so even though that was present and that's what was shown, right? Like they may have been easily triggered, that the reasoning behind that or what laid underneath that was more connected to their repressing of anger or repressing of abandonment issues or repressing some sense of emotion here. And instead of talking about that, instead of being open about that, that it may have come across in an unhealthy way instead of it having been discussed and then managed together as a couple in a healthy way. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I feel here that your no contact ex may have left unsaid. The fact that there may have been some unhealthy, repressed emotions, anger, or history here that they should have shared with you but didn't. And what you were able to see on the outside was more of a reactive energy. And then kind of like not understanding, well, why is this person so reactive on something that really, isn't that big of a deal? But again, it's because that reactivity, that emotional reactive ness or the emotional reactivity had a lot to do with what they were repressing. You know what I mean? So let's see what else comes through here in regards to this person. And we have here a darkening of the light. Yeah, pretty much what I was just channeling here. They have a maintain a low profile, look inward first, caution, moderation, difficulties, self-protection. Okay, this person's inability to discuss or shed light on what they were repressing created the element here or added to the breakup, separation, or divorce. They may have left unsaid the fact that they were having difficulties in being able to look deep down inside and find out, well, why were they having such difficulties in expressing something? Why were they in a reactive mode? Why was this defense mechanism so, like, what I'm also getting, I'm seeing like a wall. Why was this wall there, right? And I feel that this person regrets or may not have shared with you the fact that they were having difficulty taking a look within themselves first and, addressing their own personal, situations, circumstances, or events. And they may have seemed reactive and they may have been reactive here. But there's this kind of like protection, the self protection mode. It was like there was a self defense mechanism here that was not healthy, which is why maybe I'm getting like this is coming across as like the ivy, like poisonous ivy, you know, where, if you look at the plant from the outside, it looks like a regular plant, but the moment you touch it, then there's a reaction. And so that's what I'm getting here, that this person may have seemed calm, cool, and collective 1 minute, and then another minute may have been a little bit reactive. And I feel what they may have left unsaid here was having that talk about um, why those things were happening, or why were they not paying attention to that, or why they weren't, why were they allowing those things to come into this connection. Look at that. It may have affected the intimacy here within this connection. Okay. That could have been here. I'm also getting here that there was a sense of intimacy here with you in some way, shape, or form. And for those of you that I was getting that this person may have been a little bit jealous or possessive, I'm getting here that that is the reason why. There was this sense of abandonment issues here that could have been resurfacing or could have surfaced in this connection. There's this energy here of having difficulty expressing why, they were passionate one moment and very irritable or defensive the next. I'm also getting here that there were parts of this connection or this relationship that the both of you had with each other during that time, during that past or recent past, where they valued the intimate moments that were shared together, whether that was physically or whether that was just emotionally intimate. I'm getting here like cuddling. There's something here about cuddling here, and that creating a sense of safety around this person. Okay. Chemistry. Whoa, I was only taking out one, but two came out. All right. There was a lot of chemistry here. Like I just said, there was a lot of chemistry here. There was a lot of attraction, chemistry, magnetism, passion. When it was good, it was really good. They have here workplace romance. And what's coming through here with this workplace romance that says common cause connection. There were a lot of things here that connected the both of you. There may have been here similarities, but those similarities could have been things, external things that were similar, like hobbies, personality. But there could have been here a sense of a common connection, but energetically. And again, it's coming across with this chemistry here. Okay, so there was this like magnetic attraction here between the both of you that they may not have been able to either say or discuss or share, because they may have felt like if I say it or if I discuss it, it's going to look like, like I can't live without you. Ooh, look at that. Look at this. I just like literally it slipped out of my hand. It says chance, probability, unable to predict or control, uncertainty, variability, opportunities and adventure. Yeah, remember that I was telling you here. Actually, I'll take that. Remember that I was telling you here. It was like what this is saying. It's like a roll of a dice. It's like 1 minute they were fine, and it could go from really, really good to something that went left really quickly. So I'm getting that it was, again, there's this kind of like, I'm hearing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type of energy, and it may not have been there all the time, but when it was visible. Okay, it was noticeable. And I feel that this person may have not discussed it. They may have not shared why this, what was going on inside of them. They may not have discussed why that kind of switch on and switch off was occurring. I feel here that this person may have left, uh, a lot of things unsaid, like explaining the depth of their emotions towards you. Maybe here even how that intense chemistry and how that intensity of this emotion towards you and connection towards you in a way triggered uh, these self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Okay. I feel here what they left unsaid was the fact that they may now see, or they may have seen after the fact, that there were opportunities here to correct um that, and they didn't take the chance. They didn't gamble on that. They rather stay quiet or stay, kind of like turning a blind eye on what the real issue may have been here in regards to them. Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through. What was left unsaid with this no contact X, honoring the self. Yeah, they weren't honoring themselves by putting in the effort that was needed in order to change something here. And what may have been left unsaid here was them not looking at what those things were and turning the blind eye. You have two people, actually, one, two, three, four, five, six. A lot of the people here have their eyes closed. Okay. And I feel that what they may have left unsaid here was the fact that they really honored this connection. There was something about this connection that that made them feel good, that made them feel either loved, that made them feel honored to be or to create or have this relationship. And I feel here that they overlooked, and they realized that they overlooked something that very much created here the breakup, separation, or divorce. Sagittarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and hope to see you on the live streams. Bye-bye.